Okay, we're live now on Facebook. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So.
We can send it.
And what I'll do is after we're done going live,
Okay.
I'll send you a cooperation and then
So it will.
all right, cool. Well, looks like we already got people watching on Instagram. Good morning, everybody. This is Billy in D-Town, Meridian Real Estate, and this is Coffee Chat Live. It's Friday. Woo-hoo-hoo. And next week is already Black Friday. I'm not ready. But I'm here with my two guests, Rocky and Kay. And we're going to be talking about coffee today. As you can see, we've got some coffee. This is probably the first time I've had like a coffee person on my coffee chat, which is hilarious. So I'm really excited. So I'll let you guys just each introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about who you are, and then we'll go from there.
I guess my name's Rocky. I'm a founder / co-founder of R&K Exotics with my wonderful fiance. Okay. Yeah, we just both of us kind of have a passion for coffee. We both love coffee. We drink coffee every day, some more than others.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
in fact,
like a whole pot?
yeah. Oh,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. Several.
It's a
Like this whole thing?
it's a problem.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Not so much me. I don't like to be that wired.
Yeah, we were actually just talking about it today. She's like, "Well, you need to just quit drinking so much coffee."
It's a problem.
And I'm like, "I don't drink enough."
You don't drink enough. I
Yeah.
need more.
Yeah.
No.
I used to be a pot a day guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like to be able to hold my pen steady.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I like sign my name at my job.
You
Like,
know, it's squiggles.
yeah, like super important. Like that I'm not all over the place. So.
You know what? I'm gonna turn. You just keep going. I'm gonna turn this.
Yeah. So, you know, I grew up drinking coffee my whole life.
Since you were like little,
Well,
when's the first time you had a cup of coffee?
probably when I was about 7.
What?
I was 7.
Seriously?
I was 7. Yeah.
And did you like it? Right away? Or you were like, ew,
No.
what is this dirt?
Well, so my grandpa, he was always he had a percolator,
Oh, okay.
and so it was always just black coffee.
Straight up
Yeah,
black.
and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I ended up found out that you could add all these cool, fun, tasty things to it.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, this makes it a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then both my parents, they're like foo coffee drinkers.
Yeah.
So it's got to be like, you know, all kinds of different creamers and a pound of sugar in a cup. And,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So then I found out that when my parents were drinking this coffee, I was like, oh, cool, I could really drink coffee now.
Mm-hmm.
Because mom's got a gallon of French vanilla creamer, and dad's got a gallon of hazelnut,
Right.
unlimited supply of sugar. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Just
we're
like
in.
this and this,
Yeah.
and then the sugar.
Yeah.
I love that.
Definitely.
How
Yeah.
about you? So you started at 7?
I was
as
7.
well?
Yeah, on a horrific hunting trip with my father. So,
Oh, why was it horrific?
I shot my first deer, and then he
At
informed me
7?
at 7, with
Wow.
his help, of course.
Wow.
Then he informed me that I killed Bambi. So it was like
Oh.
traumatizing.
He said that to you?
Yeah.
By the way, you killed Bambi.
If he's watching, sorry, Dad.
Jeez Louise.
So yeah, to keep warm, I'm like bundled up, and he's like, just drink this. And it was warm, but it was absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
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 And then as I got older, obviously.
It's kind of an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Right?
It is.
Yeah.
7, no. I'm like,
Yeah.
where's my juice box?
Right?
You know?
Yeah. Where's my apple juice at?
In my box of grapes.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
purple box.
Yeah, because I gave up coffee for about 3 years. I just started drinking it again because I'm trying to not drink so many energy drinks.
Yeah.
And
Well, welcome to the club.
yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah. But the first time I had a cup of coffee after not having it for 3 years, I was like, oh God. It takes a minute, like, oh. And I used to be like straight up black coffee. Like I didn't need creamer, but now I'm finding myself, I'm loving the pumpkin cold brews right now. Like, give me that soft toppy. Like I'm addicted. Yeah, it's a pumpkin cold brew, and it's, oh my God, so good.
He hates it.
Really?
So-
You don't like pumpkin?
No.
There's people that don't like pumpkin.
I'm boycotting pumpkin.
Really?
Yes, I'm making bumper stickers for it.
Why? Do you just not like it?
No, it's like,
But it's
I
really
mean,
good for our dogs.
here's the thing is, why is eggnog only around certain times of the year?
That's true.
Why is pumpkin spice only around certain times of the year?
That's true.
So then are we gonna boycott eggnog, hopefully?
You can,
So
I'm not.
eggnog too?
I'm not.
You're not? So what's your deal?
I am inspiring eggnog. I want to create eggnog coffee. Eric, if you're watching, that's the next idea, the next flavor of coffee.
The next, isn't there an eggnog?
I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but you learn something new every day.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Because one of the things with this, and that's perfect point here is, do you drink coffee, like, so when you make your coffee at home, do you grind your beans?
yeah. No,
Okay, so you're missing out.
yeah, I heard that.
Yep.
It's more fresh, right?
Yeah, actually, look, let's
Yeah.
see.
Are you gonna
Take
make
a
me,
smell.
are you, oh, yeah, I was gonna.
I mean, I would
Wake
love,
you up.
if, if
Just
we
do
were-
that, Lauren.
yeah,
Wait, I'm ready.
so if we would have brought, the grinder, we would have brought the grinder, I would have grinded you some beans, and actually this right here, that's why I brought this, so you could try it out.
Okay.
It's freshly brewed, and the beans were ground today,
Okay,
like literally a half hour before we came on
Yeah.
set.
that's what you're saying.
So with me, I've always drank coffee that was already grounded.
Right.
And then when I moved in with my fiance, she was like, I got something for you to try.
So
And
you
so-
got them on the freshly, okay.
I did, yeah. Eric is a very, very old friend of mine.
Yeah,
So he, it was just, him and my son have a very special bond. And so he was like, I'm gonna send you and Shy, that's my son's name, some coffee. So I had it and it's amazing coffee. And then when he moved in, I'm like, I have something for you to try.
that's cool.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then you're just like,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
go
it's-
back now.
no,
Yeah, and what's cool is like this coffee, so this coffee rates an 86 on the cupping score.
Yeah,
And so what that is like, there's an organization out there that rates coffee beans, and it's rated off of taste, flavor, smell, all these different rates, okay? And so they have people from all over the world that compile these stats together. And of course, the only thing better than an 86 is 100, right?
okay.
Well, 86 is the next level right under 100.
Oh,
So
okay. Well, that's good then.
yeah, and this coffee here, it has flavors of cherry, citrus, plum, apricot, stone fruit, and sugarcane,
Oh,
all in this
all
blend
in
of
one
coffee.
bag.
Yeah,
Wow.
and so it's like when you make that cup of coffee and you drink black coffee,
Mhm.
it's like you get these smooth flavors.
Mm.
So it's not like just drinking a cup of
Like
like,
a Folgers.
yeah, we don't even add sugar.
Yeah.
Honestly, we
Yeah.
really don't. I'll add a splash of cream, but no
Oh,
sugar.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So sweet.
Yeah. and you ever made coffee like say Folgers and you make it too strong and you're
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
sour.
Yeah.
I've made this coffee literally in here
Mhm.
with 2 cups of grounds.
Oh,
Okay, I filled this diffuser all the way up in here
holy cow.
before with grounds and drank it,
Yeah,
and no sour flavor to it,
okay.
no bitter taste to it.
Okay.
I've drank it all the way down, refilled it back up, drank it all the way down,
Jeez Louise.
refilled it back up.
So how many of these do you drink a day?
Oh, you probably
probably
shouldn't
one-
say, honestly.
Realistically, like, I
If
kind
there's a
of,
doctor watching, you probably shouldn't say.
yeah,
Do you have high blood pressure?
I'm sure I do.
I do.
I'm sure, yeah. But see, I'm a coffee connoisseur, so
Yeah.
I love coffee.
Yeah.
And I mean, my water intake comes from coffee.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
your water.
I'll be at home. She's like, babe, why are you sweating? I'm like, I'm not. And it's literally because I'm just,
You're hyped. You're just hyped.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
ready to go.
So when do you stop drinking coffee during the day, or do you?
when my eyes close to go to bed.
Okay, really? How do you go to sleep then?
It doesn't, so I've been drinking coffee literally 30 something years.
So it doesn't even affect you anymore.
And I was raised like, little backstory on me is I spent a lot of my life in prison
Mhm.
and like several years
Yeah.
in prison. And, you know, when you're in there, it's like you got the yellow bag of Keefy and it's like the most highest potent Colombian coffee.
Explain to
Oh,
what
it's
that is
coffee.
to us
Okay, I
that have never been in prison.
So you order, yeah, so you can order Folgers Crystals, Taster's Choice. Well, prison commissary, the prison commissary that they use there
Mhm.
is Keefe.
Okay.
That's their brand.
Keefy,
Well,
with
yeah.
a K?
Yeah, Keefe.
Okay.
And it's based out of like St. Louis, Missouri.
Is that something that people can buy outside of prison?
I'm sure you could. It's just
Probably
when
wouldn't want
you
to.
come
You wouldn't want to as
yeah,
well.
no, it's good.
Oh,
It's really
good.
good. Yeah.
It's good.
You come out of prison and you're like, the last thing you're trying to do is order prison commissary items. You know what I mean?
I don't know, some of you.
Yeah.
Bring back memories
Yeah.
of being in
Yeah, bring
prison.
back the hot chips. That's what we want.
Now I know what I'm gonna get you
Yeah.
for Christmas.
A canteen
A
package.
bag of Keefy.
Yeah. But it's like this coffee, and so in there you're like, I mean, there's people in there literally, they're like, hey, you got a bag? Let me get a bag.
Oh my
It's like, yeah. And this coffee is like, literally you drink a cup, instantly you're sweating and just.
That's
ready
why I
to
say
rock
you
and roll.
probably wouldn't want to order this coffee.
Does
Yeah.
it have a high content of caffeine or something? or-
Yeah,
Okay.
it does. And
Why would
I
you
mean, you
want
can
that
get
for Christmas?
decaf. Well, because that's the whole point. What a better way to control them. Give them what they
If they're
want.
hyped.
Yeah, let them just give them.
I'm just thinking about prisoners'
No,
mouths
because
off the
here's the
wall.
thing. What happens when you get bored? You start creating chaos and trouble.
Mhm.
Well, you're all wired on coffee. Now you're just, interacting, socializing, and having a good time.
Yeah.
So the guards ain't worried about you like being out here creating havoc. and,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they're like, yeah, give them more coffee actually. So
Give them some more caffeine.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, we love it. It's
There should probably be a disclaimer. Don't try this at home.
Yeah. don't
no,
try
do
it.
try this out.
He's saying
That's what I'm
do
trying to.
try
Yeah,
it.
do try it.
Do try this,
He
not the other stuff.
This, not the Keefy.
Yeah. I see my boy
They know
Rob's
Keefy.
watching. Rob Carpenter. Are you familiar with Rob Carpenter?
No.
So
Hi, Rob.
he owns One Wheel Revolution.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he does stunt bikes, motocross. Well, not motocross, but he rides like a Harley Pan America.
Okay.
And you'll always see him, like you see those pictures up at the airport where the guy on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
That's him.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
What's up, Rob?
Yeah, he's we got some coffee for you, Rob. So check your messenger because I've sent you tons of messages.
Is it Keefy?
No,
Just kidding.
it's Tesoro Stuff Ice. What up? Right here.
Oh, Frank says hello. My husband says hello. Hi,
Oh,
Frank.
nice. Hi, Frank.
What's up?
We have a
That's
dog
our
named
dog's
Frank.
name.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah,
Seriously?
yeah.
That's funny. That's a cute name for a dog.
Yeah.
It's Frank. I love
He
it.
is.
I mean, it's better than Rocky. I have a friend that has a dog named Rocky.
Yeah, I can see that.
So
There are a lot of dogs named Rocky.
yeah.
Yeah. Rocky Balboa.
His name's Franklin.
Franklin. Oh.
He was a rescue.
Oh, that's cute. That's even cuter.
Yeah.
What is-
boy?
I know it's hard to see the
I got you, Craig.
comments.
Yeah.
So what inspired the creation of, so let me see if I can wreck this. Tesoros del País. I'm doing Duolingo right now. I'm
Yeah.
learning Spanish, so
Love it.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
And what does the name represent for you and RNK Exotics?
So, as I explained, my fiance is the one that put me on this,
Mhm.
introduced me to, he's actually my business mentor.
Yeah.
Me and him come from a similar background. I'll just run down the background of TDP real quick.
Yeah.
So Eric, had spent some time incarcerated,
Mhm.
in the federal system along with me. Got out. Well, while he was in there, he got inspired to do things to change his life and just become a better human being. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got out. Him and his cellie had this plan to start this business.
Mhm.
His cellie was from El Salvador. Owned or worked on a coffee bean plantation in El Salvador.
Okay.
So Eric gets out and tries to contact Robert. Well, Robert was his cellie. Robert already got deported back to El Salvador. So 10 years later, a 10-year span goes by.
Mhm.
They get in contact. Robert says, hey, man, pretty much, long story short, everything's bad. Like, it's all bad down here. So Eric says, well, what's it going to take to get right? And he goes, honestly, like probably $6,000 or $7,000. And Eric goes, $6,000 or $7,000 is keeping you from being happy and being successful?
Yeah.
Robert says, yeah. So Eric says, all right, sends him the money.
Wow.
Well, back then, El Salvador didn't have a banking system. So now customs and everything is all involved. They want to know why this money's getting shipped over there.
Right.
So Eric has to start an import brokerage, all this and that. Well, now $21,000 later, now he's fully invested in this.
Mm.
He's like, dude, we're just gonna launch a whole import brokerage. We're just gonna,
Do it all ourselves.
yeah, we're just gonna do it all ourselves. We're gonna import exotic food from all over the world.
Okay.
And that's what he does. He imports exotic food from all over the world, from like Hawaii, he's got, like we got coffee beans, we have hot sauces, we got pasta noodles, we got pasta sauces, the Monin syrup drinks,
Yeah.
we got all kinds of exotic flavors of those.
Cool.
And we're actually getting ready Eric was talking about just buying a coffee roaster,
Mhm.
just so we just cut out all middlemen right there.
Okay.
So
Our
it goes
coffee,
straight from the plantation to us,
Yeah.
to you.
Wow.
and so here's the thing is the coffee is fully grown in El
I was
Salvador.
gonna ask where it comes from. Yeah.
It's grown in El Salvador. Right now, currently it's roasted at Sweet Marie's in California.
Okay.
So we're having to pay a pretty penny to have that coffee roasted and then shipped back to us.
Okay.
And so why not cut that out? Just cut all the overhead out.
Yeah.
Because in the end, it's all about like where this money or where this product is coming from and the money that is being spent on this product, what it's going towards. That's the whole goal and the whole focus here.
Right.
And so we're going to do the coffee roaster. We're going to roast our own coffee. And hopefully try to like generate some more flavors. And so this is a medium to light. This is a light to medium roast.
Okay.
It's not a dark roast. And what's cool about it is you can have your coffee dark by adding more coffee to it. It makes it stronger and darker.
Okay.
You can't have your coffee lighter if you've made it too dark. So if you have a dark roast coffee,
Mm-hmm.
if you put like this much coffee in it, you're going to have dark coffee.
Okay.
If you put this much coffee in it, you're going to have darker coffee.
Okay.
Now, if you have medium or light to medium roast, you can put this much coffee in it and it's going to be light or medium.
Okay.
Well, if you want, now you want it dark. Now
Right.
you just add more
Add
coffee.
more coffee. Yeah.
So if it's dark, you can't go back, but if it's light,
Right.
you go,
Right.
you go forward. Yeah, so we just,
You go dark. No.
yeah. And so we just have these ideas, we've been throwing these ideas back and forth. Well, she gets me in contact with Eric.
It was a beautiful
And-
mashup.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was just one of those things that I had like the utmost respect for Eric, because there's a lot of people that go into the system incarcerated and they come out and they don't change their lives, and or some do, but they don't make an impact.
Right.
And that man makes an impact and makes sure that he gives back.
That's cool.
And he made an impact in my life and my son's life. And Rocky's the same way, obviously. That's why I fell in love with him. But I'm paid to say that. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But
I didn't pay her. Eric paid her.
no, I was just, I had him try the coffee, and then, he was reluctant. He was one of those like walks around with his Folgers can.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just try this. Like when the very first time he spent the night at my house, he brought a can of Folgers to my house.
It's still in the free. It's still in the cupboard.
No,
right now,
it is.
over
And I'm
a year
like,
ago.
just stop. Just knock it off. But so I had him try it, and then he was like, well, where does this come from? And there was a story on the back of the actual bag about Eric being in federal prison. And then he was like, wow, like, can I get in touch with this guy? And I'm like, yeah, you can.
Mhm.
And it was just a beautiful, beautiful
That's
mashup.
cool.
I'm one of those guys that like, when I see an opportunity and I believe in it, I fully invest in it.
Yeah.
So she like put me on this. I read the backstory, and that's what's cool about all of our bags. So our bags come in 1 pound, 5 pound, or a kilo size bag.
Okay.
Well, this is the 1 pound,
Okay.
and it comes in a 5 pound bag.
Okay.
So our 5 pound bag is black, and it has Eric's backstory on it. Well, on the side of it, it has another story on it, and that's the important part of this whole company, is that Eric got involved with this lady named, I want to say her name's Cherie.
Okay.
She is the founder of Real Talk. It's a youth impact program.
Yeah, you were talking about.
Yeah, and so what they do is they like mentor and these kids that are in Vegas, okay, that are fighting like homelessness, crime, addiction, all these things. This program was created to bring people like me and Eric that are coming out of the system that changed our lives.
Yeah.
It was created to bring us into these kids' lives, to like mentor them, go in and speak to them and just tell our story.
Sure.
Well, Eric went fully on board with Real Talk. And so he donates 10% of TDP's earned income at the end of the year. He donates 10% of that to Real Talk
Nice.
every year.
That's awesome.
So when people buy products off of the website or from us directly, just know that like a portion of that money that you spend buying any of these products is going into this organization to help fight homelessness, to help fight recidivism, to help fight addiction. You know, I come from a long line of addiction. I spent over 27 years in active addiction.
Yeah.
So,
Good for
and
you.
yeah, and it's just, I seen the vision in it. So I reached out to Eric and I go, dude, why is this not here?
Right.
He goes, I don't know. He goes, I can tell you right now that for one, there's no El Salvadorian coffee anywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like if you look up, so if you go on the National Coffee Association webpage,
Yeah.
the two South and Central American countries that have coffee imports is Brazil and Guatemala
Really?
and Colombia.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
Colombia. I think
Um,
Colombia is probably the most well known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, it ain't even Guatemala. It's Colombia and Brazil.
Oh, okay.
And so we went and did some analytical research. No coffee roasters around
Hmm.
roast El Salvadorian bean.
At all in the country or just
Well,
Montana?
from here, around here.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. When you roast coffee, Kay, you have to have a certain percentage of, because you get these companies that'll say, oh, well, this coffee is Colombian coffee, or this coffee is Hawaiian coffee.
Mhm.
Well, what makes it Hawaiian coffee? What makes it Colombian coffee?
Right.
There has to be a certain percentage of that country's bean
To make
in
that.
there. And now what other places are doing is they'll put like Colombian bean in it and they'll mix it with another bean. So they're not using, it's like a cutting process.
Oh, okay.
Well, in order for it to be a fully recognized El Salvadorian coffee,
Mhm.
it has to meet a certain percentage.
Okay.
With us, we don't use any other bean.
It's all.
Yeah, it's all 100% El Salvadorian coffee. The plantation is fully organic,
Mhm.
meaning no pesticides,
Oh.
no chemicals are involved in the grow process. And I mean, it's grown and produced right in a country. And the good thing about it is too, is like in starting this import brokerage, it's like helping El Salvador.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
A country that just several years ago was on the process of declining,
Mm.
to where they were like, people was fighting to get out of there because they were just dying.
Wow.
There was nothing there.
Yeah.
And so we're inspired to help people like that,
Right.
you know, and put money where it needs to be.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's crazy. He walks around with a little bag of like coffee beans.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
And he hands them out. And when he actually asked my dad if he could marry me, he's like, I came bearing a gift.
Ah.
And so then I wanted to kind of like check in and touch base with my dad.
Aw.
And he said, how are you guys doing? And I said, good, how are you? Because my dad just got married last July. And he said, well, Cheryl, that's his new wife's name. He said, she only has one question. And I'm thinking, oh God, like, you know, and
Yeah.
she's like,
Where'd you get that coffee?
where can I get more of that coffee? Like,
I love it. I love it.
Is your cup empty?
so
Not yet. It will be.
Okay.
I'm gonna try your
Yeah,
coffee.
when it gets empty, I want you to
Yes, I'm gonna hurry up and down
Yeah.
this, like this much. I have chai in here right
there.
now,
try.
so.
She's a giant drinker too.
I love chai.
I am.
Yeah.
I toggle back and forth. Like I said, I don't like being wired. So
I like dirty chai. Do you
Yes.
like dirty chai?
Yes.
Yeah.
yep.
It's so funny because some coffee places don't know what the heck you're talking about.
Yeah.
And you say say I'll have a dirty chai. They're like, what is that? How do you not know what a dirty chai is?
Well, I mean, if I was gonna have a chai, I'd want it to be dirty too.
Yeah. Yes, add that
Just
coffee.
saying. No, and it's you know, one of the things, like I was saying, like I guess the hardest thing that I've had with this is like I can have 5 million pounds of this coffee just right here, right now.
Mhm,
But what good does it do?
mhm.
So my goal in it is not to like, one, I don't want to, it's not something that is like a get rich quick scheme for me.
Mhm.
It's not something that is like,
Yeah, we have day jobs.
yeah, I mean, I work at Camping World. You know what I'm saying?
Where's Camping World?
So it's on Rosebud in Lockwood.
Oh, yeah, okay,
yeah.
okay. I did drive by that.
And wonderful people there, man. They gave me a chance and put me
cool.
through this awesome training. But the whole thing with TDP is like, it was never something that I envisioned as like, oh man, I'm gonna go sell 1 million kilos of this coffee
Yeah,
and I'm gonna get rich tomorrow.
yeah.
It was never that. I mean, granted, we all do things because we want to make money,
Mhm.
but in the end, it's the ultimate goal.
Right.
I have a passion for helping kids,
Yeah.
and I've created a car club. I'm like the president of a car club here in town,
Okay.
and so I do all kinds of events and things to give back to the community because, like I said, I spent several years of my life incarcerated.
Yeah.
So it's my turn to give back.
Yeah. That's
And,
awesome.
Yeah, and this is one of the ways that I do it. And, you know, it's just, like I said, it's been a vision for me. If I can help one kid change his life and be a better person, then I feel like I've succeeded.
No, I think that's great. I don't know if you guys ever listen to the Joe Rogan podcast, but
Mhm.
I can't remember what gentleman he had on there, but they were talking about the really low percentage of people that are incarcerated that get out that end up that end up making it after they get out, because most of the time they'll end up back in there or end up doing something. So I think that helping people and then showing that you care afterward, I think that speaks volumes, right?
Yeah, it's the aftercare, but
Yeah.
then also it's stopping it before it happens.
Right. Yes.
Like to be proactive,
Yeah.
so that these kids know that there's other options.
Exactly.
I've lived all over. I've lived in New York and I've lived in Las Vegas, and it is, when it comes to like especially bigger inner cities, it really is an issue because they don't think that they have other options.
Right.
And so when they meet guys like Rocky and like Eric, and they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, we did this.
Yeah.
But if we could go back, we would do it completely
Right.
different. And
Yeah.
this is how you guys can move forward.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah, because they were saying, that people are so quick to judge, but they don't know like how their upbringing was.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that's all
Yeah.
they ever knew, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Absolutely.
I love that. Let me get to my next question here. I think you already talked about that. Oh, tell us about the sourcing process. How do you guys ensure ethical and high quality coffee production?
So anytime there's like mass production,
Mhm.
there has to be lab testing done, of course, and in fact, you can go on our TikTok page on TDP specialties.
Yeah, TikTok, okay.
Yeah. You can go on there and you can actually see there's all kinds of content videos on there. You can go on there and see where they actually have coffee testers and coffee tasters
Mhm.
in the world. Okay, and like
You should
These-
be one.
yeah, yeah.
But you like coffee?
Well, I mean, I would love to be one, but I love where I sit with TDP.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like, I mean, I'm gonna be biased. as it
Yeah,
is. I'm
My
gonna be like,
coffee's still better.
yeah, I'm gonna be like, buy this because you're helping kids,
Yeah.
But the thing is so they had a coffee taster. His name's John Sanders. He's in like the top 5 coffee testers in the world.
Mhm.
My boy Eric went to a convention in Portland last year, a
Okay.
coffee convention, and the video is actually on TikTok. You can see it.
Great.
So John walks up and Eric's asking him some questions, and he's got different samples of different coffees from all over the world.
Mhm.
And John Sanders like particularly picked out our coffee.
Oh, nice.
It was a blind taste.
Yeah, and was like, this coffee right here. And he just went off talking about the flavors of it, everything about it. And
Awesome.
yeah, and I think, and the thing is too, is I think that the cupping score on here, it's an 86. I think without a doubt, as soon as we get our roaster in, that level's gonna go way higher.
Yeah.
Because like I said, so the process of growing coffee beans, when you are, and it's just like anybody that's in like the cannabis industry
Yeah.
knows that like, hey, if in order to get those really, really, really high levels of THC, it involves like using different chemicals.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
Yeah, and different metals and things like that. So when you are growing organically, you're not gonna reach those high peaks.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just like when guys use steroids, they can only get to like a certain point, but once they start pumping their body with these chemicals, now they're just gonna blow up. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same way with plants.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
and with coffee, if it's only organically grown and you're not using pesticides and chemicals to reach those high peaks,
Right.
your cupping score is not going to be so high.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
And so hopefully we can generate some more unique flavors.
Mhm.
And realistically, I would love to just keep the flavors that we have because it's not like, so our coffee is, we don't have like multiple different flavors or anything of the coffee.
Right.
We have this coffee here and it's the one flavor that like, I mean, it's an awesome experience, you know what I mean? You'll see on all of our, on all of our bags, you'll have like all these different information.
Okay.
All this different information. So you'll see that it's an Arabica bean.
Okay.
You see that it's gourmet coffee from El Salvador.
Mhm.
It gives the cupping score number on it. So this one was harvested in fall of 22.
Okay.
The drying process, the milling process, and the
Wow.
weight.
So so this was 2022. Is it like wine where it's like the older it is, the better? Okay.
No, I wish.
In fact, actually, like I had planned to come here with like multiple different size bags.
Yeah.
So I could have on display for everybody.
Right.
Well, one of the things is and that's the other thing too, is Eric has to sit on so much of this coffee because we don't have any marketing out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like literally, Eric has been doing footwork in Vegas and I do footwork here. And that's it.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we're like, this ain't something that we're out there marketing.
Mhm.
We would love to. I would love to get in contact with somebody where I could get this out and get it produced on like a major level to where like Cisco and all these different companies would come on and be like, dude, we want your coffee.
Mhm.
And the cool thing about it is like, so if you wanted to buy 50 pounds of coffee,
Mhm.
you can market it with your own label.
Oh, okay.
You can put your own real estate label on this coffee.
Billy and B-Town.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, B-Town coffee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
However you wanted to do it.
That's kind of cool.
We just did an event at the Veterans Gym.
Mhm.
So, and that's.
Yeah.
That was what they did.
Yeah, they want to do it. They want to put APC on the bags
That's
of coffee.
cool.
So-
Oh, the APC. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so it's just, the thing is we'd had coffee stored
Mhm.
and Eric had said that one of the last batches, like, I guess somebody was saying that the coffee was starting to lose its flavor.
Oh, okay.
And what that is, the reason for that is because, so when we say we receive 50 pallets of this coffee,
Yeah.
and we sit on this coffee for 2, 3, 4 years,
Mhm.
it's like, of course it's going to start going down. You know what I mean?
Right.
And with nobody out there pushing it, and that was a lot of the reason why I seen it. I was like, dude, nobody's here, nobody's pushing this.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Mhm. Right.
We got all this Black Rifle coffee. We got,
Yeah.
you can walk into the store and see millions of
Mhm.
companies with coffee.
Mhm.
And I was looking at the National Coffee Association. It says that 64% of Americans drank 2.8 cups of coffee yesterday.
Wow.
64%.
I'm surprised not more, honestly.
Well, you think that's 64% of Americans.
Yeah.
That's not 64% of the world.
That's the world, yeah.
And now if you take the world into consideration, because coffee comes from all over, you know what I mean? So there's like, what about this coffee that's roasted in East Africa or grown in East Africa? That, now once you start getting into those statistics, that rate goes higher. Yeah.
Unless they include you.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, I'll take it all for everybody.
He's not,
That average
he's
going
not
up.
included at
I
all.
will take it all for everybody.
Now we're at 97%,
Yeah, yeah,
just in America.
yeah.
Okay, I think I'm ready to try this coffee, so let's pour.
Do you like it with creamer?
Nah, I can deal
Awesome.
with it, but it's like this.
She's gonna be a
I
soldier.
wanna try it black, just to see the flavors. That's good, thank you. All right, we're gonna give it a shot. Ooh, that is good. That's pretty smooth, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the comment that we get from
That's
everybody.
really smooth.
and so,
I've never drank black coffee except for obviously when I was
Yeah,
subbing.
like you don't need to like
You need, you
add
don't need
creamer to that at all. Ooh, I like it.
and so what we do is, I ground up, like I said, 1 cup of
Mhm.
coffee beans, okay? I fill this diffuser in the middle here,
Mm-hmm.
put it in the fridge at nighttime.
And make it more like a cold brew.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In the morning, I'll make a cup, make her a cup, fill it back up. I'll
Right.
run the water over the grounds in here.
Okay, so this is a diffuser, so you
Mhm.
put the coffee beans in there
Uh-huh.
and then you pour hot water
Yeah, see?
over it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And then you just run water over it. Smell that. That's like brewed too.
Ooh, wow,
Yeah.
yeah. That will wake you up too.
It's like the water bottles with the fruit. and
Yeah,
they're-
I didn't even know that existed. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and so I'll fill that up again. We'll drink it the next day,
Mhm.
and then I'll fill it up again 3 times off of 1 cup of beans.
Just that cup of
Yeah.
beans.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and then we sell these too.
Mhm.
These are concentrated cold brews.
Oh, What do you mean by concentrated?
So what it is like, watch. Look at how dark that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So
pretty
what happens is when Eric brews his coffee, he brews 5 pounds of beans to 13 liters of water.
Okay,
So you can imagine how
Yeah.
concentrated that is.
right.
So when you get these concentrates, they come straight from the factory, already made and bottled like this. Now what happens is say you're going to school, okay?
Mhm.
When you go to, how many people go to school and drink coffee? They stop at Starbucks in the morning, they stop at City Brew.
Like high school?
No, like college.
Oh, college.
Or
Yeah.
high
Or my
school.
middle schooler, she's
Yeah.
trying to get me to have coffee. I'm like, no.
Yeah, high school, because they just built that one right across
Yeah,
the street.
yeah.
Yeah. So what happens is, okay, instead of just going to Starbucks or City Brew and buying your coffee,
Have that.
you could buy this.
Yeah.
Then that way, when you could put it in your backpack,
Mhm.
you can take it to school with you. You want a cup of coffee, you just open it,
Yeah,
pour a half a cup,
yeah.
fill that, your half a cup up with water.
Water. to just-
And then, yeah, because it's concentrated.
Or you can just drink it straight up.
Oh man, this would taste like motor oil.
Yeah, it would
make your-
essentially.
It would make your breath smell like motor oil for 2 days. Let's
No, gee,
let's get a whiff of this.
that
Watch.
should work.
Oh my gosh.
Is it
Look.
pretty bad? Oh, God, yeah. Okay.
So essentially, it's
It
like an
almost has
espresso
I was
shot.
gonna say, that's kind of what it smells like.
Yeah, yeah.
But it also has
I
kind
want
of
to try this.
actually has like a chocolatey taste to it.
Whoa.
Of course.
That's pretty bad. He's saying, well,
Yeah, it is. And he's not saying whoa because it's gross, it's because it's
It's
extremely
strong.
strong.
Oh yeah.
yeah. You probably
Thomas
need
is
a
watching
sip of that
Ahead
and
of
you'll be
Thomas.
fine. What's he watching on?
on yours,
Oh, on mine
Thomas.
or on yours?
on Facebook.
On Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're
Thomas.
Facebook here
Oh
and then
Yeah.
we're Instagram and Facebook.
yeah.
We're all over the place.
Oh yeah.
And
We're
YouTube.
yeah.
We're gonna be on-
And we're all over the world. We're in El Salvador. We're you know what I mean. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook.
Trying to see who's watching on Instagram. Let's see who's on there. There's actually a lot. Oh, we got Vivian from Miami watching. We got people from all over
There we
the
go.
country watching.
Yeah, make sure you guys that are on here, man. I posted the link with my friend Billy's tag on there, so make sure you go follow her, like her, share her pages.
Oh, thank you.
She's always on here, like
Every
helping
Friday.
every Friday, helping entrepreneurs and business owners, like just giving them the spotlight. So
Yeah. And okay, so and since we're on that note, where can they find you, follow you for my people that are watching?
So you can find us on Facebook. It's R&K Exotics. That's EXOTIX. Or you can just go right to our link. It's tdpspecialties.com. That'll take you right to the page. Or you could just call me direct. My number is 929-466-3938. Or you could call my fiance. She could take your order too.
Get her to work. Get her to work.
Better just say him. I'm a supervisor at the refinery, so getting in touch with me is
Yes.
probably difficult. So
Yeah, I can't even do it sometimes.
yeah.
Which refine are you?
I'm at CHS, that's my home base, but then I
Okay.
toggle over to P66 when they need help.
Oh,
so,
nice, nice.
yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they stay busy.
Yeah, so getting in touch with me is limited, so
Yeah, or you can just message me on Facebook
There
or
we go.
Instagram. I'm on Instagram under SoldierKid_Rocky. And my Facebook is just Rocky Stone, and then it's parentheses Debonair. So
he's got the phone glued to one hand and a cup of coffee glued to the other. So
I get in trouble for it all
he
the time.
will take your orders. For sure.
She's like, I don't understand. You're just addicted to social media.
And coffee.
And I'm like, yeah, but you don't understand. Like,
It's work.
well, it is because I run this business.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm a salesman for Camping World.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm doing that, trying to like
Multitask.
mass push like ads for that.
Mhm.
Plus I run a car club, and I'm creating events and like
Yeah.
now it's like when I get people that are asking questions or posting things, because it's like this, you post something and say somebody like says something about your post.
Mhm.
Well, me, I'm always go, go, go.
Yeah,
So now I'm wanting to know what somebody said about something
right.
or just what it is in general.
And you want to respond. in a
Yeah.
timely manner.
Yeah, because that's the thing. You lose 100% of the shots you don't take.
It's engagement.
Yeah.
Mhm. And I totally get that. I just like to
I know.
harass.
My
I like
husband
to-
gives me crap all the
I
time.
like to harass him, kind of like your detox from coffee. I detoxed from social media for 5 years.
Ooh, I
And
wish I could do that.
It was the best thing I had ever done. So I'm a newbie on. So yeah. So I like to haze him a little bit.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is really a full-time job.
Yeah.
Did you
Um,
did you need something?
Yeah, I think she's just because in case Eric's like
Oh, okay, gotcha.
so in case he wants to like say something about it.
Oh, somebody has.
Oh, yep. He's watching on Billy's account. Is what he said. So
Good
morning, Eric.
Let's see.
So you'll see Billy on yours. He's gonna be watching on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
It'll be Eric Connor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So feel free to add him.
Yeah, for sure. Suzanne Miller, my Narla sister, says local coffee is the best coffee, especially a good melee. I don't know what that means. Melee.
What is it?
Melly?
MELE?
MEILE. Suzanne, is that like a type of coffee or what is
is
that?
that like Kiki?
Is that like
Yeah.
is that like
Is
pee
that like the prison coffee?
Are you drinking present coffee?
He's interested. It'll be another beautiful mashup.
If you're drinking that prison coffee, then I got something for you.
Just put a crazy straw in there. You're good to go.
Crazy. Oh, did she say? Let's see.
It's
It
coffee
is a
drink.
coffee drink. Oh, I've never had one of those. Do tell us more.
Yeah.
Do tell us more. So do you have any brewing like recommendations, tips for the best cup of coffee? Like, obviously you use this diffuser. Do you think that's the best way to do it? Or-
So I don't ever use a coffee pot.
Okay.
She has actually taken coffee to her work
Mhm,
and made it through the coffee pot.
mhm.
I'm a cold drink person.
Mhm.
So like even when we go to my friend Jen McRae, she owns Early Morning Espresso.
Okay.
Where's
that?
It's over in front of Sure State Plus by West Western.
Oh, okay, yeah.
King.
Yep.
So wonderful lady.
Mhm.
And before she took it over, there was an older lady that owned it and ran it.
Mhm.
Awesome, like just like the sweetest, kindest hearted person you could ever meet.
Yeah.
And so I don't drink coffee from Starbucks and City Brew and all
I
that.
don't
Like,
really like
and
Starbucks coffee.
And,
Yeah, you're not
like,
the only one.
Yeah.
like no like
Does it have-
bad talk on them. But
Yeah.
here's the thing is like, and that's another cool thing about TDP, it's veteran owned.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
so-
Like
so-
Black Rifle.
Yeah. So if I'm gonna go spend $12 on a cup of coffee,
Yeah.
I want to know that that $12 is going to
that a date?
something good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know that it's going to something good and
Yeah,
not corporate
that's
America. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So for me, it's like, hey, early morning espresso, like they donate to the veterans every year.
Oh, that's cool.
So, and you go there and you can literally get a 32-ounce of coffee, however you want.
32, wait, 32.
32. So you're talking.
Who's drinking? Well, you are.
Yeah, I'll drink 4 or 5.
Who else? Wait, 4 or 5, 32 ounces?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He has more coffee in his body than he does blood or
Oh,
oxygen.
yeah.
I swear to God.
God. So that's how many of these?
Uh,
Say?
this is, shoot, I don't even know. This is 200 milliliters.
So you drink what, 4 of these a day?
Oh, he has.
Yeah,
Easily, yeah, he
absolutely.
has.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if we're outside, we're doing something in the yard or with the dogs, like he'll leave, he'll go fill up a
Yeah. I get
tumbler.
off my leash.
That's
She tries to keep me on a leash and she can't do it. She can't contain me. She's like, get out here.
You gotta have to get a shot
Yeah.
collar.
you know, it's,
Yeah.
I told him, I'm like, this is kind of triggering. Obviously, we both spent years and years of addiction.
Yeah.
And he'll sneak away. And I'm like, this is kind of triggering to me. Because like, I'll hear him in the kitchen, like sneaking around. And I'm like,
What you doing in
seriously,
there?
like what, I know what you're doing in there. Like, I know that, yeah, like,
That's funny. Well, yeah, I mean, and on the addiction, because I'll be 2 years sober from alcohol.
that's amazing.
And,
Congratulations.
but I find myself being addicted to other things. right?
Absolutely,
Like
yeah.
energy drinks right now is my thing.
That
I'm
was-
trying to get
yeah.
away from.
Yeah.
Like, it started becoming where I'm having one a day, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, that's probably not good for me.
Yep.
So
So-
you'll find something else, right? Or running. You're
You,
addicted to
yeah, you
running.
replace your addiction. I've said
Yes.
that for years.
Yes.
I'll celebrate 20 years in March,
Good for you.
sober from heroin.
Good job.
So yeah,
Awesome.
and that's what it is. I just replaced my addiction.
Yeah.
I'm a workaholic.
I am too.
And my
yes.
son, but you know, it's whatever keeps you sober. And then
Yeah.
when I need a little zip, you know, I
You drink. You drink
yeah.
You know,
So
the thing about energy drinks is
They're not good for you.
no,
they're not, but
they're
it's not that
horrendous.
no, it's not that they're not good. For you.
Yeah.
It's the chemicals that they put in them
They do.
that's not good.
They
For
put
you.
a lot of chemicals. in
And
there.
and you figure like that's what keeps you addicted to it. is
Right.
the chemical.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a drug addiction.
Yeah, true. That's
It's
true.
the chemical that's keeping you drawn to it.
Yeah.
It's not the drug itself, it's what's in the drug.
Mhm.
So what I found is like, I don't know if you've been to a DeKalb House.
No, but I've heard about it. It's kind
Yeah.
of got like that drink that kind of it's kind of makes you feel.
So
good.
they
Yeah.
have, they serve, and don't take this the wrong way when I say this, Ken,
Yeah.
because Kratom has gotten such a bad name
Yeah.
because just like anything, it can be abused.
If you
Coffee can be
overdo it.
abused.
Yeah. Anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kratom, there's actually a foundation out there called the National Kratom Association.
Mhm.
And it's actually been fought through people here in town to have Kratom taken off the dangerous drugs list.
Oh.
Because there's been science that has been proven and backed that Kratom has benefited people that struggle with anxiety,
Yeah. I've heard that.
depression,
Mhm.
pain, all these different things.
Right.
So I'm a firm believer in Kratom drinks, Kratom teas, and kava from the Kava House because like I said, I spent several years in it.
Yeah.
I got out. I met my life coach and my life mentor, Tyler Harris, through my other mentor, Shane Victor, at the Kava House.
Oh, cool.
And I first went in and I tried it and I was like,
Because it
this-
tastes like dirt, right?
well, it does. It does. but
that's why I don't want to try it. I don't like eating dirt. And he's like, no, babe, it would really help you. And I'm like, you're gonna have to
But I
pump a
don't
lot of
want
stuff.
dirt.
I
No.
don't.
Here-
Like
here's-
I work in a refinery. I taste dirt
Oh,
every single day.
yeah.
Well, here's the thing, when you think about it, it's not, it tastes earthy, okay?
Right.
And so,
Which is a nice way
Yeah,
to
but-
describe dirt.
No, here's the thing, what you're failing to realize here is, okay, just like anything that tastes nasty, like coffee, okay? If I was to drink this,
Yeah.
it would taste nasty.
Right.
Now, if I put some creamer in there, it's
Yeah.
gonna taste good.
Sure.
So Kava, they've made a way to make it to where you still get the cultural experience of this plant.
Yeah.
It's a plant that's grown in the Pacific Islands,
Okay.
and it's like grind down into this powder and made into a drink.
Okay.
And it like makes your whole mouth numb.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for real, it makes your
Have you
mouth,
tried it?
No.
Okay.
it makes your mouth numb.
Yeah.
And the reason it's so beneficial to people that drink is because when you go to the bar, what are you looking for?
Well, usually people go for a buzz.
Well, I mean, if you're drinking,
Yeah.
if you're drinking in a bar, what usually keeps you in there?
Social.
Okay, perfect. That's a perfect example. Okay,
Yeah.
so you walk into the Kava house, it's set up just like a bar.
That's what
atmosphere.
I've heard, yeah.
And you start drinking this Kava,
Mhm.
now you're like blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
with everybody.
Yeah,
And everybody that's in there is like successful people.
yeah.
Like you're talking about Tucker from Tops,
Mhm.
Shane, you're talking about Will Grindhauser
Mm-hmm.
that owns Grindhouse, the gym. Now he owns his own shop downtown, the Kava House downtown.
We have a grindhouse?
Yeah.
Where?
It's not Grindhouse Coffee, but
Yeah.
he
Oh,
owns Grindhouse Gym.
yeah, but we have one of
A
those?
Grindhouse Coffee? We do have a Grindhouse Coffee.
No, the gym.
No, the
Yeah.
gym, yes, yeah.
It's,
Will
You
and,
do?
it's over by Birkins.
Will and Britt.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Will, if you're watching on here, man,
You need to
you need to
advertise
get,
more.
yeah, you need to get in contact with Billy because she's trying to bring you on coffee, on coffee chat
I
here in a
didn't know
couple of
we
weeks.
had a grindhouse.
I will reach out to him personally and
Yeah.
have him contact you
I like
and get
it.
him on.
Yeah, I didn't even know we had one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
That's a national brand, isn't it, or no?
I think he's going, getting like moving that direction. I know
Okay.
he has a shop in Red Lodge,
Okay.
a couple other places.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
But
That's awesome.
yeah, and so the cool thing about it is, I went in there, I started drinking this. I'm like, man, Shane told me I went through his Havoc Mindset program that he does, which is a program that he's put together to focus on being 1% better each day.
Oh, I like that.
You want to be a good person, be 1% better tomorrow than you were today.
I like
That's
that.
all it takes.
Yeah.
Because if today you were just no good,
Yeah.
being 1% better, you're better.
And then you're just gonna continue
Yeah.
obviously.
And
I
so
like that.
the whole thing is once you change your mindset about things,
Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
you change everything.
Yeah.
And so I got a DUI a couple years back,
Mhm.
reached out, needed some help.
You should have drank some coffee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I was drinking coffee. I was drinking coffee with Jack Daniels.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, and it got me in trouble. Yeah, it got me in trouble. So, but no, I started going to the Kava house, and it was like, hey, here I am. Started drinking this stuff. Well, then I started realizing that like now it's helping more of the aspect of like I used to have real bad social anxiety.
Mhm.
Well, now I'm in this place with like I'm up there doing karaoke. I'm up there. Yeah, they have karaoke nights there. They
Oh.
got motivational Monday. So like,
What? Good to know.
yeah, and so like every other Monday night they'll have a motivational speaker in there, and he'll just talk about how he changed his life
That's so
or how
cool.
she changed her life. Could be you.
Is this on 32nd
Yeah,
or?
the old pickle.
This that one? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and so I got in there, got involved with that, found out that like these drinks was helping me with more of my internal problems, the pain that I have, my distorted thinking. It would help me get more in tune with myself as a human.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so it helped me get sober, and I praise him every day.
That's cool that we have that option.
We do,
Yeah.
and it's bad because it's like Kratom has been fought so hard against because there's these teens out there that misuse it and adults that misuse it. But the Kava House has perfected the brewing process
Yeah.
of Kratom to the point to where, I mean, granted, if you went in there and you drank 20 Kratom teas, you're gonna leave there going, "Whoa, dude!" And I've done it before, like not on purpose.
Yeah.
But I've been in there drinking literally from like 9 in.the morning to like 7, 8 o'clock at night.
Oh,
not
geez.
even realizing that like I'm probably drinking too much.
Yeah.
And because it's like once I get done with one, I'm like,
Oh, let's have another.
interacting, and then it's like, hey, let me get another one. You know, and then by then it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
my stomach's feeling kind of upset. Yeah, and it's been perfected, the brewing process of it, to where you can really go in there and you can medicinally use it for healthy benefits.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try that out. I'm
Absolutely.
gonna have to pop in there at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know, like, again, going back to Joe Rogan, he talked about the psychological, like, drugs that he feels that could help, like, veterans with PTSD and stuff up there fighting that and saying no, but
Yeah.
he said that it's like changed a lot of people's lives.
It absolutely has.
Kind of like, changing their mindsets and stuff like that. So kind of like that.
And I've been diagnosed with PTSD.
Yeah,
From a lot of stuff that happened in my upbringing.
right.
And I used to literally wake up in frantic episodes at nighttime
Oh, really?
and like run around the house,
Yeah,
trying to like get away or
right.
escape what was going on.
Yeah.
And I don't have it on that.
Well, that's great.
Not that like I'm cured of it, but I literally can feel the sense of comfort when
Yeah.
I drink.
Because you're constantly working on yourself, it sounds
Yeah.
like. That's awesome.
Every day is a process of like bettering yourself.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
from like journaling to me, I'm a huge like motivational speaker. So like I listen to a lot of motivational speeches.
Mhm.
In fact, the owner of Camping World, the CEO,
Mhm.
Marcus Lemonis, if you ever get the chance, like look him up on YouTube.
Mhm.
He does like these wonderful like motivational speaking where he speaks about like empathy, and
Oh, cool.
he hates mean people.
Yeah.
Like
And
that's
there's a lot of mean people
Oh,
in
yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just this last election year.
Right.
I'm so glad that the election's over.
Yep.
It's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh, she said misspelled sorry. It's Miel. It's sweetened with honey. Local any day over Starbucks. Oh, it's a Midwestern thing, she said.
Oh yeah, we ain't heard about that. We're in the Pacific Northwest.
No, that's amazing.
I'll have to try it next
Yeah.
time I'm in your area. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And feel free, like, if you've got comments
Yeah,
or questions you want to answer, feel free to.
Antonio said he's about to jump on live and argue with you about coffee.
Let's go, man. I'm ready to debate.
Hop on.
I am ready to debate. As you can't see, I spend my life with fun.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
So let's see. So what's next for R&K Exotics or your coffee brand? Any exciting plans or innovations on the horizon?
What would be next is locking down a coffee roaster.
Okay.
Like we were saying, so we can keep everything in house. Cut a lot of the overhead out, and really, I think the next biggest step is probably marketing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like,
But that's a full-time job.
yeah, and I'm like I said, it's not something that I want to get rich over, but it's definitely something that I would like to see go out in a mass level.
Yeah.
To where Real Talk gets a mass overload of funding for their
Right.
program.
Right. I love that.
Yeah.
And how can people find out more about Real Talk? Is it REAL Talk?
Yep.
Or okay,
Um,
just Google it.
So, Eric, if you can put the link to Real Talk in Billy's on Billy's page,
Yeah.
or maybe you can just message it to her because I'm not really sure of the link for it.
I can add it.
I mean, I'm familiar with the organization as I speak on it.
Mhm.
I just am not familiar with the link.
Sure.
I know it's you can look it up on Instagram and Facebook and
Oh, okay.
see like the
Good.
Real Talk Youth Impact Program.
Okay.
It's based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. So
Nice.
yeah.
And then I'm gonna just kind of
Yeah.
show this closer so everybody can see it. But here is the front of the little, and this is how many did you say?
That's 1 pound.
1 pound. So this
Yep.
is a pound. And so right now, where would someone buy this? Online?
So yeah, you can go on to tdpspecialties.com
Okay.
and order it from there.
Okay.
When you go on there and order it, just let them know that like, because we're getting ready to, we're actually almost out of coffee because it's becoming the end of the year.
Okay.
But we got awesome deals going on for the holidays. So say you want to order, 5-pound bag for your mom and
Oh, yeah.
dad.
For
You know,
Christmas. and-
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
perfect stocking stuffer idea for your kids.
Mhm.
With
Get them hooked now.
Yeah.
Right.
7.
Yeah.
Like,
S7.
you could be
Yeah.
like him.
S7. I mean, hunting's almost over, but it's
Yeah,
good.
you never know. I mean, your dads and your grandpas are going out hunting, elk hunting.
They need this.
Yeah.
They need this.
Yeah,
They'll find the snow, that's for
Yeah.
sure. That's
Stay away.
yeah, because you never know. You don't want to be sleeping in that tent when that bear rolls up.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
no, and I'm not, just saying this just obviously because we're involved, but
Yes.
out of all of the people, like I said, I've passed it around in the refinery, passed it around to our families.
Mhm.
And then of course, the veterans gym, we have not received any bad feedback
Good.
at all. It has
That's good.
always just been, it's like full of flavor, it's completely smooth,
Mhm.
like,
It's
Yeah.
really smooth.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and it's like I said, it's all about the foundation that it's going for. Like it's nothing about me, nothing about my fiance, nothing about Eric,
Yeah.
nothing about the company. Like it's all about where the money's going
Yeah.
absolutely.
when it's spent to buy products. And like I said, it's not just coffee. Like if you want hot sauces, if you want salsa, if you want pasta sauces, coffee syrup flavors, we got anything exotic.
That's on your site.
Yeah,
Okay.
anything exotic. Like we import exotic food from all over the world.
Cool.
So,
I love
and
that.
it's the money's going to an awesome foundation. That's what it's about.
So everything that's ordered on your site goes towards that. Really.
Yep.
Yeah.
10%.
10%.
Yeah, last year it was 10%. And like I said, I don't know if Eric's going to change that or if he's
Mhm.
going to keep that the
Yeah.
same.
Okay.
But
I love it.
yeah, that's a huge portion of the proceeds going to that foundation. And, it's like I said, it's a veteran-owned company. Just an
Give
awesome,
back.
Yeah. And that's like the biggest thing, right? Is to just give back. Obviously, coming from the backgrounds that we come from.
Yeah.
You take a lot in life. You
Yeah.
take from the community, you take from friends, families, you take from programs, and it's just really giving back. And ultimately, the way that I look at it is we all can collectively have the same idea that there are major issues right here at home in
Right.
the United States, whether it's homelessness, addiction, children not being in school, children not having extra programs to keep them busy. So when you give back, you're being really proactive to stop that.
Sure.
So that's the biggest thing for me is I have an 18-year-old son and I lucked out. Don't know how I got an angel. I don't know how I did. Like, should have not coming from me, should have not. But I, being his mom, I really got to see some of his incredible friends, strive and thrive. But I've also seen the other side. And so really like stopping that and letting them know that that's not the way that they
Right.
go. And I wish, growing up that I would have had somebody been like,
Yeah.
hey, listen,
Mhm.
besides my parents, because we don't listen to our parents.
Yeah.
You know what I
We
mean?
don't know
Like,
anything.
I'm 17 years old. I'm done with school. I'm getting married, and this is how it's going to be.
Exactly. Yes. We don't listen to our parents. They don't
Yeah.
know
Yeah. Not at all. You guys did. Sorry. Like,
anything. I know, because like my son's 19.
Yeah.
And he's like producing his own music, and I keep
Oh, that's
telling him, I'm like, you gotta do video, because I'm a huge video,
Yeah.
obviously. And he's like, yeah. So finally he's doing the videos, and he's getting all these like, people looking and views. I'm like, I told you. And he's like, well, so and so told me. I'm like,
right?
and
Yeah,
I've been
mom
telling
told
you for how long, and you listen to this person, but not me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're on here watching, listen to your mom.
He's still sleeping, probably.
Yeah.
You only get one mom in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Love her dearly. She's an awesome lady.
My son's at the refinery, so he's probably not watching.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Cool.
Listen to me some more. But
Well, any final thoughts that you want to mention before we end?
no, just congratulations on your 2 years of sobriety.
Thanks, and you guys as
That's
well.
amazing.
awesome.
And
Keep it up.
thank you for having us.
Of
and
course.
For everybody that tuned in and shared this.
Thanks
moment
for
with
reaching
us.
out.
And anybody out there that knows like any possible connections that would help with marketing for me, for us, if you know of any like mass sources that would like love to take our brand on, or maybe even if you just wanted to purchase a a mass amount
Yeah.
and put your own brand on it,
I think that's a cool
you know what I
idea.
mean? We're all about it because we're all about, like I said, the money. We're not about like making this like the most popular company. We're
Yeah.
about what's behind it. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you buy 500 pounds of coffee, like put your own label on it.
Yeah.
We don't care about you guys having our label on it. We care about where that money goes.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. For small businesses trying
Yeah.
to. You
Yeah.
know, it'd be good for realtors out there. You
Yeah.
know, pop your
Yeah.
logo on here, give it out for gifts.
yeah, absolutely.
Holly, go back. Are you listening?
I like Polly.
Yeah, she's my
Or
mom's best
April.
friend. So.
Or April Vandenbosch, are you out there watching? 'Cause, yeah.
All about marketing, baby.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Well, cool. Well, thank you guys so much. It was nice to
Yeah.
meet you guys both.
Nice to
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Thanks for having us.
have a good Thanksgiving.
Same
Yeah,
to
you too.
And Black Friday.
Yeah.
Black coffee.
Yeah.
Hey, this would be perfect for you Black Friday shoppers.
100%. Yeah.
You Start with this.
Pop
in
a
the
straw in
morning.
there and you're good to go.
Drink it all day long. You'll be good.
We actually got Black Friday deals going on our website.
Oh,
So.
perfect. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for watching and have a good holiday.
Bye.
We guys will not be doing a coffee chat next Friday, I don't think, anyway.
Yeah, that's a lot. Depends on if she takes that home or not.
I might have to take some. Okay, see you guys. Thank
Bye.
you. All right, we're gonna end on the Facebook. Bye, everybody.